All right, let's move on to the next emailed topic today. And the next emailed in topic today comes to us from one of our Patreon supporters, Spencer, who writes, well, first of all, Spencer, thanks for being a Patreon supporter. It was announced that Ron Cephas Jones was cast in Venom in an unknown role. Now, Jones has been playing Bobby Fish in Luke Cage, which, spoiler, left in season 2 to go to San Diego. And with Venom taking place in San Francisco, what are the chances that Jones will be playing Fish in Venom? Will Venom connect to the MCU through the Netflix Marvel Universe, or will he be a new character? And if so, what does that mean for Venom's connection to the MCU? All right, so Ron Cephas Jones is a great actor. And he was one of the shining, he wasn't in it for a lot, but he was one of the few shining spots for me in Luke Cage Season 2. I was actually not a fan of Luke Cage Season 2, to be honest with you. But he's a shine, and also he's great in like the hottest show in the world right now, This Is Us. He is great. He plays Sterling's dad, his birth father. And he was awesome in that show. Like just awesome in This Is Us. I loved it when he was on screen. So in Luke Cage, he leaves to go to San Diego. Bobby Fish does. But now the actor is appearing in Venom. Could that mean that he's going to play Bobby Fish in Venom? And thus connecting the Netflix MCU, the movie MCU, and the Sony Spider-Verse. Is that going to be connecting them all? I'll say this. It's possible. It's possible. However, extremely unlikely. It is possible, but extremely unlikely. Here's my rationale. One of the first dots you tried to connect was San Diego, San Francisco. San Diego is really far from San Francisco. San Diego, yes, they're both in California, but San Diego is not San Francisco. San Francisco is like a 7-hour drive away from San Diego. It's a long ways away. So it's not like these two cities are side by side and, oh, he's in San Diego, so maybe you could just hop over to San Diego. No, they're very, very different places. On top of that, I do not believe that Marvel, the MCU, and Sony are prepared at this point to say we are all one cinematic universe. I don't think they're at that point. Now, that is something that could happen. That is something that could happen in the future. But I simply don't think that's where they are right now. I don't think that's where they're heading with this at the moment. And it would also seem unlikely that if you're going to draw a connection between the Spider-less Spider-Verse and Sony to the MCU, if you're going to do that, it seems to me, although anything is possible, but it seems to me like you would make it with a little bit more of a significant character. Unless you wanted it to be very inconspicuous and you wanted it to be really subtle. If you did, then using the Bobby Fish character, not a bad move. Not a bad move. Look, I'll just end it with what I started with. I believe it is possible. There is the slimmest of chances that it's true. However, it's also highly unlikely. Again, the dots we were trying to connect of San Diego and San Francisco, that's really not a dot connection at all. So, yeah, I'm going to guess no. But it is, I got to admit, it's an intriguing suggestion, though. It is something that I will have in the back of my mind now when I go walking in to see Venom. That is probably going to be in the back of my mind. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for him saying, do they call him Bobby? Do they call him Fish? Like, what are they going to do? That will be interesting. We'll have to just wait and see. But overall, I'm going to guess no, that's not the case. I'm going to guess no, it's not the case. But I'm not going to say it's impossible because, again, in this business, we've seen stranger things. All right, let's move on now to the final